See, yo.
What's happening,
I'm just
William?
working,
All
man.
right, so listen,
Working.
we're getting ready to get started. We're getting ready to get started. So let me get the show started and get this popping. We gonna get this intro going. Everybody, I want to welcome y'all to Actors Industry Talk. Let our new theme song start to play real quick while we get this intro going. From Brazil, welcome to Actors Industry Talk. It's going down tonight. I'm your boy Picasso on the check-in. Let's go because we hot. Boy Cali, I'm so you play on my morning. That's no bueno. I ain't get here with that fuego. Welcome to Actors Industry. I'm your boy Picasso, and yes, we have some new theme music for Actors Industry. That was fuego. You know what I'm saying? That means it's fire. We fire up in here. So, our host, Miss Diamond the Realist, will be on the check-in very shortly. And my man William must have liked that song. That's just fuego. You know what I mean? But tonight we will be talking with some
Muy
exceptional people.
caliente.
That's right. I'm so fuego. That's right. You got that right, bro. So anyway, tonight you are on the tune in. We have some special guests with us tonight. We have Mr. Glover, who's up in here. We have Mr. William, who's up in here.
McCants right here.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
We have Miss Diamond the Realist, who's in the building. And I'm your boy Picasso. And tonight we fuego. So we're going to dig right up into this. We have an hour show, so let's not even wait this with any further ado. Let's go around and let's get everybody to introduce themselves, say what platforms that they on. Let's get the show started. Mr. G, can you please tell us your name, where they can find you at on what platforms, and what do you do for a living, sir?
Okay, yeah, Grover McCants. You can find me on Instagram, Grover McCants 1. Just like it's spelled on the screen. Grover McCants, the number 1. And I'm on Facebook at Grover McCants Dick Brown, my alias. And you can see me there and check me out. IMD, whatever it is, me at Grover McCants, IMDb. Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going around. Oh, by the way, Mr. G, and what do you do for a living, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, man, I do a number of things. I'm a producer, director. I do media consulting. I'm a crisis management expert. And above all else, I'm an actor.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I like the way he rolled in with that. Okay. Let's keep going.
Actor got to do everything to do anything.
I know that's right. And by the way,
do everything to do anything.
I know that's right. Let's give Mr. G a round of applause. And let's keep it going on to our next person up on, Mr. Will. Please tell him your name, tell him where they can find you, and tell him what you do for a living.
Good evening. My name is
What's up, everybody?
William Pigford.
My name is.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. We got 2 Williams in the building, so let me make sure I do this correctly.
Which one?
I'm about. Wait, let me knock it down.
Yeah, which one?
Mr. William T. I want you to introduce yourself. I want you to tell them what platforms they can find you at, and I want you to tell them what do you do for a living.
All right, guys. My name is William Turner. You can find me on Facebook as William Turner. Instagram, King_Showtime_James. I am an actor. Love it to death. And I also do caregiving work on the side.
Okay. Let's give Mr. William T a round of applause. Now we're going to get to Mr. William P. Because I know it's 2 Wills up in here, but guess what? Where there's a will, there's a way. Mr. William P, let's go. Please tell them who you are, what you do for a living, and where they can find you at, please.
All right, so my name is William Pigford, stage name Captain Diesel. I'm an actor. I also work in the post office for a living, and on platforms you can find me at is on Facebook, William Pigford, Instagram, Diesel5 Community, and Threads, Diesel5 Community as well.
Okay. Let's give Mr. William P a round of applause. And for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Picasso, aka Dennis Picasso Cruz. I'm an actor, singer, producer, engineer, songwriter. I used to be in adult movies. I used to be in the music industry. Uh, Whoever got the microphone on, please turn it down just a little bit. I do a number of things in this industry, and I'm also a talk show host. So I want to welcome everybody tonight to Actors Industry Talk. So now I want to go around the room and get a little bit more feedback from each of you. Hold up, is that Miss D in the background? Up there with the face on the low with the shade? That's Miss D. Okay. By the way, that's our other host, Miss Diamond Willis. She's an actress, entrepreneur. Well, damn, D does everything. I ain't gonna hold you, but that's on Miss D real quick. So let's dive right into it. Mr. G, tell us how it's been since you've been in this industry. Tell us a little bit about your upbringing in this industry and what movies you've been in.
Sure, man. I started when I was like 5 years old in the theater at school in Detroit. And since I was five, and I always had a love for the theater and the stage and that kind of thing. And it just grew as I grew. And I kept with it all through school, college, everything like that. And then up here in Michigan, when the film incentives came in, I had a couple of other, like career moves and what have you. I had a transportation delivery service that I ran, was like a family business. And then when that went down in the mid 80s after deregulation, I went to work for the bad boys, the Detroit Pistons. So I was a member of the front office of the Pistons. We won the championships back in the late 80s, early 90s, And I'm old school, man. I'm old school. I'll be 70 years old in July, man. So I've been doing a long time, fellas and young ladies. I've been out here, and I just always stayed, with my theater. And when I got to a point where they brought the film incentives here in Michigan, at that point I just started going back on auditions. And then since that time, I've probably been in over 115 feature films, television series, and different things like that. And like I said, it's easier just to go to my IMDb. Right now, we currently have The Stranger in Our House that is on Tubi. Season 1 is on Tubi, and season 2 is on Amazon Prime. Just finished, just had one drop. Oh man, it's so many of them. It's so many of them. Picasso, I love to share all of them, but you gotta give time for somebody else. Just Google Grover McCants and all our films and television series will come up.
Well, Mr. G, guess what?
I'm happy to be here, man. Thank you.
And thank you for coming, brother. Listen. We're going to make sure everybody get their time. If we go a little bit over, that's okay. You know what? The whole object is to get you guys out there so everybody know who you are, so they can tap into y'all, because there's a lot of opportunities that come with this show, and there's a lot of producers that tap into you guys that will call you out just to be in their projects. So you know what? We're going to rock out with the time for y'all. So don't worry about that. I'm going to make sure y'all get all of y'all time. Let's go to Mr. William T. So tell me about you going up in this industry, and what you had going on since you've been in this industry. What's been happening since you've been in this industry?
Well, man, I started off in high school. I went to a Christian school, and we used to do a lot of plays and everything, and I just developed the acting bug there. So I started doing background work in 2017, but I realized I wanted to do speaking roles. That was the only way it was going to elevate my career. And 2023, I started to get on backstage, and I started getting booked for a lot of stuff, and it's been nothing but grateful. I've been getting a lot of gigs. I got a movie on Amazon Prime and Tubi called Incredulous, where I'm the lead actor. I play Jamal Grover. Check me out. I got another movie called Right Plan Wrong Man. I'm one of the robbers in there. That's on Folsom TV. You should check me out on that as well. And I got other projects coming out as well, as far as Conditional, and another project that I got coming out. Well, I'm working on this year Fault Line, shout out to Diamond, and the Golden Retirement. And I'm
Okay.
excited, and I got a lot more than that. So I'm just out here working in the industry. It has its ups and downs because everybody's not gonna like you, but you gotta just keep it pushing, man. You gotta stay strong, be mentally strong, and if you want it, and if you work hard enough, and the talent is there, eventually you will start getting booked for a lot of growth.
Okay. Okay. Now let's go to my next main man, William P. Hey, yo, let them know exactly how it's been you coming up in this industry.
All right, so how I got put on to the acting industry. A fun fact, my brother actually put me on to acting in the first place. Through school projects. I did this reenactment scene for The Pursuit of Happiness. Where Will Smith and Chris Gardner gets the interview. Right. He ends up getting the job, and from there I got bitten by the acting bug.
Okay.
Started taking some classes, and from there on, I've been in multiple films. Started from YouTube to all the way to the big screen.
Okay. So now, fellas, look. I know tonight we have an all-male host. Guest up on here. So I'm going to take this one on the guys level because normally we do it on the women's level. So tonight we're going to go on the guys level. Guys, let me ask you this question. Coming into this industry, what's a little bit of the turmoil that you have experienced being an actor in this industry on some of the projects? Like, what are the little milestones that you may have hit to where it was just maybe a little bit of turbulence, a little bit of a discrepancy with being on the set, maybe doing a project? Now, this time, I'm going to take it with Mr. William P., since you just got finished talking.
Okay, so one of the biggest things that I'm still learning and understanding in the film industry is definitely the term, hurry up and wait.
Interesting.
Because, sometimes, sometimes I'll be excited to get on set, and then sometimes I find myself getting a little agitated, having to wait longer than I need to, but then as I went, I slowly but surely started to understand what that term hurry up and wait meant. Like, you're either in a rush or you have to wait. Because, things happen. It's out of our control. And we gotta get on set and just wait. That's the reality of the film industry.
Okay. And Mr. William T., what are the trials and tribulations you've been in when maybe you've been on set that you had to deal with?
I think I told the story before. One time I had an acting gig, and my casting director wanted me to make my voice super deep on some Barry White type stuff. And I just couldn't do nothing right for her that day. I just couldn't do nothing right for her. If I moved right, I was supposed to go left. If I moved left, I was supposed to go right. Anything I did was just wrong for her that day. But I tried to just keep it professional and make the best out of it, and just because you got to have thick skin in this industry or you're not gonna make it. So that's one of the problems I had. But other than waiting and stuff, I love it. I love being on set. I could be on set for 20 hours. I love it. It's fun. It takes me away from the stress in life, and acting is life. So yeah. But that's only the real turbulence I had in the
acting, really. And the man with the experience on the panel that's been in all these movies, Mr. G, what kind of trials and tribulations? AKA, wait, I just want to take the time out now. I know we doing this acting thing, but brother, I was around when you guys won the Piston Championship. I just want to say, I'm a New York Knicks fan, and y'all took that away from us, so I feel some kind of way. But we gonna get back onto you and the trials and tribulations you went through since you've been in this film industry on a couple of sets.
There you go.
Oh, there you go, brother. I'm coming to come get that ring. Stop playing. That's what we doing.
Bad
Okay.
boys, baby.
That's what we doing. I don't know what kind of ring that is, brother. I know that ring. I know that ring from anywhere.
I give you credit. You and Big Body Brunson got us, man. Y'all got us this year. Y'all got us. So now we got to come back for you. You know,
I'm coming for that ring, brother. I'm coming for that ring. I'm letting you know. Y'all stole that from us.
Get it.
Okay? Wait. Y'all and Isaiah Thomas. I just want to say this real quick. Isaiah Thomas stole that from us.
I was there in Madison Square Garden when y'all ended.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Y'all stole that from us. So I'm coming to come see you for that.
And Oakley and them boys, yeah, they got us. They ended the bad boy era. So
I know that's right.
But we'll be back. We'll be back right now. But anyway,
okay,
man,
so
like
Mr.
I
G.
said, it's a labor of love with me.
Now, what trials and tribulations you had? Mr. G, I need you to come a little bit closer to the mic so we can hear you.
It's just like the weather. You can't hear me?
I can hear you a little bit better, sir. I can hear you a little bit better, sir.
Okay. Yeah. But anyway, it's like, you know, I tell anybody when they're trying to figure out what they want to do in life, find something that you're so passionate about that you pay somebody to let you do. When it comes to trials and tribulations, it's no different than weather. I mean, some days, like right now, it's like below zero up here, but some days it's going to be 75, 80 and nice. You know what I'm saying? But you got to take the good with the bad, because without no rain, you ain't going to get no flowers, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, that's right.
So you have to use that experience to help build your character and your level so that you can get to where you want to get to, because it's not going to be perfect every day. And I mean, you could go on a big SAG set out in New York or LA. I just came back from New York doing a music video with Day. I was in New York this past fall with Day. He's a UK Christian artist from London, you know, from the UK, United Kingdom, and the young man is incredible. And y'all pull him up, Day, SONDOE, and he's the real deal. Trust me. The real deal. But it was cold in New York. It was windy. We were outside right under the Brooklyn Bridge. And I mean, that wind was blowing, man. We had to get them shots in. We had to get it done.
Okay.
And then we had to do 58 takes at Portland Alley because we were running a guerrilla shoot with no permits. You see what I'm saying? People kept walking into the shot. So we had to do 58 takes, man, but that's part of it. And that's how we learn, and that's how we build our character, man. Because like our MVP in 2004, Chauncey Billups said, if it ain't rough, it ain't right. You understand me? If it ain't rough, it ain't right. And if it's too easy, it's not even work. Understand me? So that hard work, that perseverance, dealing with the rejection, like you said, William Turner, same thing, man. It's like, you know, that's, you know, pressure make diamonds. Pressure makes diamonds.
Now, it's funny you said rejection. It's funny you said rejection because that would have been my next question. So this time I'm going to drop the ball, since we on the basketball side of things. I'm going to drop the ball on Mr. Turner's lap real quick to whereas, how do you deal with rejection on the set? How is being rejected? Let's say, and I mean, maybe I may need to put this in a better perspective for you guys, because I know for guys, for us, it's a little bit more difficult when we're stepping into projects and they call us to do certain things, and we may have ideas or certain things that we feel may enhance this movie or the project we're in. Some producers, you know, listen, they are who they are, and we respect the projects and the people who are leading it. And sometimes they just say, nah, we don't want to do it your way. So, Mr. T, how do you deal with the rejection on set?
Well, first of all, it's the casting director's production, so you kind of got to respect what they do and say. You know, now I would like to work with somebody that's open-minded and would like to listen to my ideas to try to enhance the project. But at the end of the day, it's not my project. I'm the worker, they're the employer, so I got to do what they say and just keep it moving.
Okay. Now, Mr. G, I'm going to go back to you, even though you just finished, brother. How do you deal with rejection on set?
Well, I mean, it's not. See, this is the thing. Every production is different. You have some writers that are on set. That's the writer and the producer. They want every letter of every word exactly as they wrote it, and they're animate about that. Then you have some that trust you as an actor. They'll let you dance a little bit. They'll let you go. So you really have to look at each individual project and understand what the dynamics are. Now, I direct myself. So when I direct something, I will, listen to feedback from an actor and they tell me this, that, or the other. And what I direct mostly are like television commercials. I have a media company. We do a lot of commercials for political clients and things like that, judges, mayors. We did one for President Biden in 2020. I mean, we've done a lot of commercials over the years, more than I can even count. And we've been in that business, Hollingsworth McCants Media Group, since 1998. So we have done it all. And it works both ways. But when you're on someone's set, the director is the boss. And if the director is also the writer, they want to get their story told the way they told it, and you respect that, and you get them what they want, because at that point, you become a vessel for their vision. You want your vision, then you direct your movie.
I know that's right.
See what
Okay.
I'm saying? Give them that respect.
Okay.
And it always works out, because it's what they want at the end of the day.
Amen to that. You ain't never lied, because guess what? Things will fall into place when they do. Now, Mr. William P.
Of course it will.
Big Will, how you deal with rejection on the set?
All right. So rejection on set. Basically, I'm gonna start with the, rejection, in auditions per se, like each rejection. Like I've dealt with rejection too after an audition, and the first time I heard no, I was a little down on myself, but then I took that as a learning lesson on things I need to work on and things I could probably improve. In, and from there, what I got from each rejection, just don't give up. Just keep trying and keep practicing and keep perfecting your craft. Now, on set, it's the same thing.
Okay.
I take each rejection as a learning lesson.
Okay.
And turn it into a positive aspect.
Okay. I like that. By the way, everybody who is watching this broadcast, I need you guys to do us one big favor. You see these wonderful actors on this post, on this stage, you need to go to their pages and follow them, like them, subscribe to them, share to them, because guess what? These are the up and coming ones that's in the industry right now, that's doing it right now. That's why they're on this show. Now, we're going to get a little bit more deeper, fellas, now. Okay. Has there ever been a project you guys wanted to do, but may have been overlooked for? And if so, how did you handle that? So we're going to go to Mr. Let's see who I'm going to do this out with. Let's go back to Mr. Turner. Mr. Turner, have you ever been turned down for a project that you really wanted to do? And if so, how did you handle that?
Heck yeah, definitely. Sadly, yeah. I treat auditions like relationships, my brother. Everybody not gonna like you. Everybody gonna like you, and some people are. So, the people that's gonna like you, they gonna mess with you. They gonna put you in their project, and you're gonna elevate with them. If they don't, you just gotta move on and be ready for the next one. Usually, if you're a real actor, you probably got multiple auditions you got to do anyway. So, keep yourself working and just keep yourself going. Like I said earlier, you gotta have thick skin. So, if you don't, you ain't gonna make it here.
I know that's right. Mr. Big Will, Mr. Will P. Has there ever been a project you wanted to do? And, sometimes like Mr. Turner said, you can get on a project, sometimes they may not want you for certain things. How do you deal with that? Has there ever been a project you wanted to be on and never really got the opportunity to be on it? And if so, how did you handle that?
Yes. So, there was a couple of times where, where I've been ignored for especially feature films that I really wanted to be a part of. And how I handle it. At first I might get frustrated behind it, but then I just dust it off my shoulders and keep it moving.
Okay. You know what? And that's very good to actually, because guess what? We have actors and actresses who tune in now and they tune in later. And you guys are the forefront of giving information on what they need to do. So this is the reason why we get a little bit deep in these questions. Now, Mr. G, you kind of an exception on the list because you also are a director. So I'm going to throw the same thing to you, Mr. G.
No. Understand something. Every film or project you see me in, there are probably hundreds I didn't get.
How did you handle that, though?
Get. And a lot of times, it's N-O. That means next opportunity. And every time you get an opportunity,
I need you to say that again, brother, because some people think a no is just a no. Yeah. Say that again because you just gave me something to you.
No means next opportunity.
Amen.
And that's part of the journey. That's part of the game. I mean, you have to just not take it personal. You have to keep on because they may love you, but you may just not be right for that role. Now, I'll give you an example. We got a minute here. I'll give you an example. There was a film called No Sudden Move. It was filmed in Detroit during the pandemic. Every A-list actor you could think of was in that film. Don Cheadle, Matt Damon. I mean, you go on and on. It was directed by Steven Soderbergh. And I thought I had the part of Watkins. I had, Carl Beck. Everybody, looked at me. I thought I was going to be the arch villain in there. But guess who got the part? Bill Duke, the great, incomparable Bill Duke. And that's one of my favorite actors. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's like a Bill Russell in basketball or something like that. One of the greatest to ever do it. So I cannot question it. I just have to move on to the next opportunity. And that's what we all have to remember as actors, because it's a numbers game. Because if you see me in a film right now, there's probably 100 that I did not get, that I submitted for, or I got called back for, didn't get it, or I got auditioned for, didn't get it. But that's just part of the business. And sometimes it has nothing to do with me. How do you know you're not going up against somebody's cousin or brother or something like that? You have no idea. And you down on yourself, and there was somebody in your family's coattail that got that part. You just never know. Or it could be somebody big, a major star or something like that sometimes. Because if a name brand, somebody come in, you're going to be on the back of the bus anyway.
Okay.
And that's just part of the business.
Excuse me. Okay, so now.
So I've been turned down more than I've been booked, put it that way.
I know that's
way more times than I've been booked. I've been turned down way more times than I've been booked. Trust me.
Now, I want to break into you guys' technique on how you guys study your lines, how you guys practice and things like that. For these actors and actresses that may need help, that may not know how to, get the script embedded into their head, what kind of techniques do you use to remember your scripts and your lines? Now, Mr. G, I like you so much. I'm going to go right back to you with this. Mr. G, how do you study and prepare for scripts to remember your lines?
That can be challenging, man, because I'm old. I mean, I've known my lines backwards and forwards, man. The lights come on and you be like a deer in the headlights, like, oh, damn. Boom. But, you just have to get through it. And what I try to do is try to break everything down. And I'm going to use a basketball analogy. When you go down the court, all you can do is score a 2, a 3 from the outside, or get fouled and go to the line and get your 2 points, okay? But that's all you worry about. You worry about going down there on that possession and getting those 2 points. And it's the same thing with a script. Now, if I have a script, we started shooting the new, I'm sure y'all are familiar with McGraw Avenue, where we started shooting the new Mac Block here in Detroit.
Wait, McGraw Avenue?
Shooting that Friday. McGraw
Did you say McGraw Avenue?
You know, move my thing. Mugar
Yeah,
Films.
I know McCraw Avenue in the
That's
Bronx.
in
Yeah,
Detroit.
okay.
And we've got a spinoff called Mack Avenue because McGraw's on the east side of
That's
Detroit.
right.
Mack is on the west side.
Okay.
We got a spinoff called Mack to start shooting. And I got the lines that night before. Myself and the great Don Snipes, who I work with. I'm sure many of y'all familiar with Don Snipes, 10 Toes Down, one of Detroit's best actors. He and I have done a lot of films because I Wish I Could See Heaven is one of the ones he and I did together. But at any rate, you get these lines sometime right there when you get the set or the night before, and you don't have time to rehearse or do anything. You got to turn them lights on, get them cameras rolling, and get it. And you just have to work it and work it and work it. But the key is one possession at a time, one scene at a time. Don't worry about all that other stuff. You worry about that scene and be in the moment. And that's how you control it, and it helps you to better remember your lines and things like that, and how to get a performance with the feeling in it that the director wants that enhances your story.
Okay. Okay. Now, Mr. William P., how do you study for a script? How do you remember your lines? What techniques do you use?
All right, so how I memorize my lines is, because before I used to just read my lines, without even reading the whole scene, but then I got a really good tip though, and my mom actually helped me with this. Is what helps to remember my lines and let it flow more is to read the entire scene, not just my scene, because I found out that when you read the entire scene along with what I'm gonna say, it helps me know what's going on in that moment in that scene, and causing me to hold up. Let me rephrase that. Helping me to get into character in that moment, express raw emotions when saying my lines. And also what helped me was initially reading the entire script as well. That way I know this is what's happening, this is what's going on, this is the outcome, and this is the results.
Okay. Okay. And shout out to my Duke for giving you that info too, by the way, because my Dukes always help. I'll break that down to you in a second. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, so that's basically just study the entire scene and study the whole script, study the entire scene that you're in, and it's gonna flow a whole lot better. And I'm speaking from experience too.
Okay. Okay. Now the other big Mr. William T., how do you memorize your lines? How do you study for a script? What techniques do you use?
Well, first I will read my character breakdown and everybody else's character breakdown so I can know what character I'm dealing with in the movie or the show, whatever I'm in. Read the entire script, read the scenes. Then how I study is I'll record myself and the other person's lines so I can study the cues and everything, and I can understand the scene so I can get that full raw emotion. And I can memorize my lines, and then once I memorize my lines, um I can improv and be more creative with what I do. So that's how I study and remember my lines, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna go on a little bit lighter side of things, by the way. I mean, at the end of the show, I'll give you a little breakdown on the movies I've been into, the techniques I use, things like that, companies I work with, just so y'all can get a little basis of me, because I'm kind of the new face in the industry, but I've been here for a little while. So towards the end of the show, I'll enlighten y'all on who I am and what I do and things like that. What was one of the greatest projects that you have ever done that you liked so much? Now, Mr. William T., I'm going right back to you, brother. Don't go off on the side with me, bro. I need you to stay locked in with me. So what's one of the greatest projects that you have ever done that you like so much?
Oh, a short film I did a few years back called Die Rich. It never came out, but the production was great. It was the first official movie that I've done that we actually finished. Because a lot of people I was working with in the past, they would just all talk. We never got finished.
Okay.
Um, huh, man, I just did a show called The Last Re-Up. It was pretty dope. Incredulous, it opened some doors for me. It's on Amazon Prime and Tubi as well. And I was the lead actor, so and there was a lot of tremendous actors and actresses in that movie as well. So yeah, I mean, I gotta say those the three, right playing wrong man. Those the big three right there, man. Right playing wrong man, Die Rich. Because they're on major streaming platforms and everything, and it kind of opened some doors and more opportunities for me. So I gotta say those. But I can't say of all time yet because I got future projects that I think gonna open some more doors for me. So we gotta see how those play out. But so far, Incredulous, Right Playing Wrong Man, and Die Rich.
Okay. Now, Mr. G, what was one of the greatest movies that you have done that you love so much that that you will put at the top of your list?
Well, it's a film called Solomon, actually, where I was executive producer and the lead actor Solomon. And it was a very compelling story. And we did it like over a 3-year period because got caught in during that pandemic era, that kind of thing. But we got it out there, and it's currently on Amazon Prime, Apple TV, and Tubi. It's called Solomon. And I'm the lead actor, and it was a SAG film, so it was all the bells and whistles, everything like that. And I'm very proud of that. And then, I think of projects like my children. You know what I'm saying? Where I
Understandable.
love each one more than the other. I can't, like my son and my 2 daughters, I love them all equally. So I just say, look, I love each one of y'all better than the other. So that's kind of how I feel about it. But the stranger in our house is something that's very special to me. There, I'm one of the lead characters on that, and that is a very psychotic, dealing with mental health and things like that. And it's something. If you haven't seen it, please go to Tubi and see season 1, and then season 2 is currently on Amazon Prime. You had to give us a little donation to see it, but I've had so many projects, and on the stage, I can just go on and on about the stage. I did busy in the film festival in Detroit in 2024, and that's one of the film festivals. Theater festivals, live theater, and everything like that, with some incredible actors and actresses that are proud to work with. So, the stage, everything like that. I just got through doing jury experience where I played the judge, and that's where you had a live audience as the jury, and they're all over the world actually. I did that this past summer, and that's something that I'm very proud of. So I've been blessed to be very beautiful at my age, man. They keep calling me, man, and I guess I'm like that Timu dollar store Morgan Freeman type guy. You know what I'm saying? When they
I
can't
know that's
afford
right.
Morgan, then I guess I'm the guy.
Okay. Now, Mr.
You know
William
what I'm
P,
saying?
what is one of the greatest joints that you have ever done? One of the
Yeah.
movies that go to the top of your list that you have ever done?
All right, so well, I could go film for film, but definitely the movie Together. I played the role of Mr. Ingram, and this movie was directed by Anita Spencer, and you had a fun time, in being a part of that film and portraying that role of Mr. Ingram. And Granny's. I recently did Granny's Block. I played the role of Mook. And hold on.
Take your time, brother. Take your time.
I definitely had fun. I definitely had fun playing that role. It's especially when it came to ad libbing and improv as well. And I was on set for that movie for like 14 hours. From the sun up to all the way to past midnight. and oh yeah, Buddies, by written and directed by Adolfo Latorre.
Okay.
I played the role of Leon, and I and I and yeah, that was another film I enjoyed. I enjoyed doing. I enjoyed playing the role of Leon.
Okay.
Saying my lines as well as improv as well.
Like 20 minutes.
Okay. All right. Since our host is up in here with the feedback, Miss Diamond. I'm gonna let Miss Diamond the realest step in real quick. Are you ready, D?
Oh, can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can.
We hear you. We can't
Hey,
see
y'all,
you.
my
We
bad.
can't
Got a lot going on.
Why do I feel like
Hold up, we got some feedback going on. I don't know who got the feedback going on, but I'm letting you guys know we have some feedback going on. So if you got if your volume's too high, then please go.
Diamond, I think you got two windows open.
Yeah, you do, D.
Okay, hold on.
You got two windows open. You
Can you hear me?
take one down.
Yeah, we can hear you. Now stop. Okay, now, before we go any further, I'm going to let D take over because she's the host of all this and I'm the co-host. Let me give you guys on the pen a little bit about myself. I've been in movies from state property. I was in State Property as an extra. I've been in Power as an extra. I've been in The Last OG with Tracy Morgan. I've been in the Committee 161 web series. I've been in The Whore Next Door that went viral. It's on Tubi and everything else like that. I have been on The Arrogant Bastard, Bishop Bling, Crooked Suits, and The Last Re-Up 2.0 ATL. And you can also catch me coming up in The Golden Retirement by Ms. Diamond the Realist. You can also catch me in a couple of new things. I mean, I want to give you a little bit basis. For me, listen, I'm the only person, because I remember Mr. William P. said that his moms gave him some great advice. The way how I study my techniques and what I do, listen, I'm a singer. I'm a songwriter. I make music. That's where I came from. I grew up in the music industry. So when you write a song, you got to learn that, remember that, and study that. Now, with the acting thing, when I was new to this, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I didn't have anybody to help me out, learn my lines. I didn't have anybody to help me with a technique. So what I used to do was kind of what Mr. William T. said. He said to kind of record both lines, get into the moment, things like that. And Mr. G did say, you take this one at a time, at a time, at a time. You don't try to overwhelm yourself. So what I would do is, with my scenes, I would get a phone, I would record in one voice the other person's part, and then record my part. And the way how I would study my lines and try to figure it out is I would play that recording back. And I would study that. Sometimes I would put my earbuds in and go to sleep. And while I'm sleeping, the scene is playing over and over and over so that it can embed into my head. They say once you start to hear these things, it starts to become second nature to you. So sometimes, I mean, if you don't have somebody to practice with, you try to record both lines. You try to go back and forth. And when I get on set, what I do is, with my other cast members, I would tell them, listen, everybody get your script. Whoever's in the scene, I tell them, get the script. We're going to run through this script a total of 6 times. The reason why, because I want it to become second nature to me and them so we can have a flow. And we would read the script the first 4 times. The 5th time, we would read the script without it. Because by the time you get to the 4th time, it should become so natural to you that the 5th time, you don't need the script. Now you got a little flow. And then the 6th time, run it back again so that, guess what? Like Mr. G said, it's like getting in the game. You can only do certain things in certain positions. Whereas that 6th time, that's when the emotions and the feelings come out. So whereas now we have a scene that's impeccable. But that's enough of me talking. We're going to go back to the big host, Miss D, a.k.a. Mr. Willis. And by the way, you guys are wonderful. I'm going to let my sis handle that.
Hey, how are you guys today? I'm sorry, I got that little small headache. Just got off my contracted gig of drive, and they drove me fucking crazy this past hour. Um, but everybody knows me. Diamond the Realist, the owner of Tainted Laundry. I'm also actor, writer, producer, executive producer, so on. I've been in the Gangsters Order 3. I've been in Her Best Revenge, the Housekeeper 2, All Queens Men season 5. Um the arrogant bastard, never too much. I will be producing acting in my first film that I will be shooting is The Go to Retirement. We will be shooting this next month. We have a lot of people that's on this cast. It's very big cast. I appreciate everyone. You know, we this is our 5th season of the acting industry talk. Been doing this for a long time now, and I'm very dedicated and with the acting scenery. Now I open my own production company as well. So right now I got over, I could say 18 scripts wrote already. So I just got to get the budget to execute my vision. But overall, oh no. Reading is very fundamental when it comes to reading these scripts. People got to execute emotion, and different people has told me because I have a lot of friends in the industry that tells me certain things when it comes to certain the situation. Because at first I was having a problem with emotion. Like I can memorize the lines, but that emotion got to come with the lines. Does that make sense? So you could read the scenes in the back of your head, go from there and go where you need to be. But at the end of the day, those emotions have to match the script. Because if that don't match the script, it's like you reciting and just reading.
Right. I mean, totally.
I'm still learning things as I go right now. I've been watching a lot of movies. I don't be watching movies just watching movies anymore. I watch. I look at movies for homework. Like, okay, I see how Viola Davis is. I see how Mr. Grover is. I see. I watch a lot of things and I support a lot of people. And I'm like, I just like, damn, how y'all do this in like the actual audition? Because the actual audition versus being on set, it's two different things. I don't know why it's weird. It's just do a small scene, then now you get the overall script. So I'm still learning things as I go. The writing situation, I got into the writing thing because like it expresses my, emotion because I'd have been in, having depression cycles. I'd have been in a lot of fucked up situations, and I could express my mind.
Okay.
And I feel like it's releasing whatever I got going on in my head on paper. Because I can, if I want to make a fucked up psychological thriller, I can put all those fucked up thoughts in the actual film and the actor. And I can get the right person to execute that vision.
Now, hold on, sis, before I let you take this back over real quick, I want to ask our guests one quick question. For you guys, I have a quick question for you guys. What projects are you guys working on as of right now? If you're working on something or about to work on something, I mean, I want these people to know what you guys got going on because guess what? We got some heavy hitters on this panel tonight. So I want you guys to kind of fill us in on what you may have.
McCants on here. Oh my God, that is straight crazy. I started watching this man for a long time. That is wild.
So wait. So to ask you guys real quick, what do you guys have going on presently or may have coming up? So I'm gonna start with Mr. Old School himself, which is kind of my era. That's what I'm talking about. Mr. G, tell me what you got going on right now. What you into filming right now got coming up?
I might get in trouble. I might get in trouble because I signed the NDA, but it's dropping on February 23rd on Tubi, and it is Southwest High, starring Detroit's own Fab Fiber, Jalen Rose.
Okay.
I just gave y'all.
Okay. Yeah, if you have an NDA that you signed, fellas, I don't want you guys to go get your NDA contract because that is very important.
Yeah, yes, I might get beat down, sued, whatever. that I spilled the beans. But yeah, it's dropping the end of the month, end of February.
Okay.
It's called Southwest High. Y'all gonna love it.
Okay.
And you know who that is? That's a former New York Knick.
I know that's right.
University of
Hey,
Michigan Fab Five. You know what I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking
Left-hand
about.
jumper, baby. Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Fab Five. They Rose, yes.
Okay, Mr. William
That's a
T.
big one that I got. I
What's
got 2 episodes.
going on, William? William, where are you? I'm adding you to the
therapist.
stage. I don't know what's going on.
Okay,
Now my
wait.
connection keep going in and out.
That's why I want to try to get
Okay.
Mr. William T. to just answer this question before his connection go out real quick. Mr. William T., what projects you got going on? And by the way, Will, I didn't know we was in the same project that just actually happened in the last Re-Up 2.0, but that's a good thing
Yeah,
to
that's
know,
me. We
brother.
on there.
Yeah, we both
Yeah.
on that same project with 183 films.
Shout
So,
out
Mr.
Aisha.
William T., what projects you got going on right now are possibly coming up?
Well, I just wrapped up the last re-up, but you got the Gritty movie. We're gonna work on that in the June of 2026. Golden Retirement with my partner here, Diamond. Fault Line later on this year, and
Is he on there?
No, go ahead, T.
Yeah, Fault Line, Golden Retirement, and Gritty movie so far.
Okay. Big Will P. What you got going on, bro? You over there sitting all chilled out and shit. What you got going on? What kind of movies let me ask you a question. What movies you got going on right now are possibly coming up?
All right, so I'm currently doing a stage play called Follow Me, The Way, the Truth, and the Life. It's basically a passion play, the story of Jesus Christ. You know.
Okay.
So, and like I said, I just wrapped up Granny's Block, and I forgot to mention that was directed by Gordon Adams and was written by successful Toy Blackman. Before I forget.
Okay. Now, I heard two of you guys did say one thing real quick. That's the stage plays. Now, I was going to ask that. Now, D, I don't want to take over the show the whole night because, D, I know you want to come over here and do what you do, D. But we may have to go a little bit over time tonight.
Hey, you good, do you? I'm listening.
Let's do it.
Okay.
You good.
Wait. I got a question for you guys that's very important because most actors don't get the opportunity to go from big screen to big stage. For you guys, and have you ever done a stage play before, currently or about to? And if so, what's the difference between being on stage and being behind that movie camera? Now, being that I got Mr. P that just got finished, so Mr. William P, you ever been on the big stage before, about to be on the big stage, or have something coming up on the big stage? And if so, what's the difference between being on stage in front of a live audience and being behind the camera?
So yes, absolutely. Yes, I was also part of another stage play. It was a Christmas play called Joseph's POV. And I played as one of the wise men and also Mary's father, and it's a totally different ball game, and it was a nostalgic feeling too on top of it. And the biggest difference between being on screen and being on a live stage is on a live stage, people are actually watching you live, up close and personal. Like not on big screen, but right in front of you, like thousands, X amount of people seated.
Okay. Now, Mr. G, how is it? Because brother, you opened up this door with being on stage. Because I paid very close attention.
That's where I started. So I'm probably more theater. Yeah, I'm probably more theater than I am film because I started all the way up, and I've done. I think I got I just did Jury Experience. If you Google that, you'll see it. They got them in New York. They got them in Atlanta. They got them all over the world, actually. and we did the Detroit, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh performances over the summer. And I did that all the way into the fall, but I got too busy, so I had to move on from that because it is time consuming. Because it's heavy on rehearsal, but you do get paid for the rehearsal. It's like an equity type piece, and you have a full jury. The audience is the jury, so you have like maybe 300 or 400 people in there, and they vote on whether the defendant is innocent or guilty. And as a judge, you have to facilitate the whole thing. Then I did, as I mentioned, the Byzantine Film Festival, which was The Daughter's Grave, and that was a play where I played the father of the great, the father of the great Erica Franklin. If you don't know who that is, you will know her very soon. But Erica Franklin is one of our greatest actresses in Detroit. And she happens to be my grandson's cousin by some way strange, thing. But Erica Franklin, somebody you need to look out for. But but the stage is my first love. It's instant entertainment gratification. You get that applause, or you can get that boo too, or you get that quiet when they get quiet on you, But but I've worked Farmington Players here in Detroit. Detroit Repertory Theater, which is one of the most notorious theaters in the country, and that's right down there on Woodrow Wilson. So I have worked there as well, and that's my first love. But it is time consuming. And I do like to do the films probably at this stage of the game because, theater takes up so much time. So much time.
Okay. Now, Mr. William
That's
T.
the real deal. And then that's the real deal. That's the real. Ain't no cut. Ain't no take two, take three. No, you got to get it. You got to get it right there. Can't miss the jumper. You can't miss the jumper.
I know that's right. Now, wait, because I'm going to give time for Mr. William T. to come back in. But let's go into the comments, y'all, because we have some comments that just came in. Sunday Sabbath, by the way, thank you for joining us. So great answer, Mr. William Turner. Sometimes, actually, most of the time, an audition rejection is simply you were not the right fit for that particular role/project. Also, Ms. Sabbath said, love that, Mr. McCants. Reputation works. Pull from your real life to evoke real emotions. If not, they seem fake because they are fake. There are no do-overs on stage. Now, this is Miss Sunday Sabbath, so I take it she has a little bit of insight on what's going on. Now, I got my boy, Mr. William T. back. Mr. William T., have you ever done stage work? And if so, what's the difference between being on stage and behind the camera?
First off, shout out to my girl Sunday. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, so on stage, I get nervous.
I added him back in the thing, so I don't know what's happening.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We're good.
Okay, cool. So on stage,
no, I was saying that I added him back on stage. I don't know what's going on right now.
Oh, he came out? Yeah, it's by the way, listen, guys, just in case you may come in and out, sometimes you may get knocked off, just please come back on stage with us because what's going on is it's the weather that's causing these problems on all platforms. So we're still live and we're still going. So if you happen to step out, we're gonna hold that spot until you come back in here.
Okay.
Now you see
y'all hear me now? I lost
but no, we got you, Mr. T. Go ahead.
Okay, so on stage, you got to be ready because everybody's watching you live. You got to be ready. You got to be on your P's and Q's. Make sure your T's is crossed and your I's is dotted. And it's more exciting because it's live. You got to entertain those people live on stage. But on set, you can have a million takes. You can mess up a million times, which I don't recommend you do, but you can.
Okay.
And you'll still be fine, because you got a million chances to do it. But on stage, you got to make sure it's right the first time.
Okay.
Be good at improv.
Okay. So now, watch this. Your boy Picasso, a.k.a. Mr. Nobody, going to step back and let my assist, Ms. D, finish taking over this live But I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This been a good fucking show tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna use a little profanity up in there. This been a good show because we have so many talented people on this panel who are in this business, who are doing it. Yo, sis, I'm gonna hand the mic back to you.
Oh Lord, my mind is somewhere. I gotta do an audition. I done with this. Mr. Nobody, you know you're helping me, right? But yeah, but anywho, shit. I heard y'all was talking about rejection. The most difficult thing you've been on set. What was the cons of the best project that you ever done, Mr.
I
Grover?
didn't understand you. What'd you say? You broke
What's
up
the
a
pros
little
and
bit.
cons of the best film that you've ever done?
What are the pros and cons of the best film that you have ever done?
That could have been better. It went viral. It did with numbers. It did what it did, but it still was some back end bullshit. If that makes sense. What you think they could have done better on set?
Well, I mean,
was it
you know what I'll say to that. I jump in here. I mean, I can name you probably 40 films that I did that never even came out for whatever reason.
Whoa!
Where producers fell out with each other, or they ran out of money, or they, oh yeah, man, it's gonna be next week. I mean, I'm serious. And then I have films that were that I did 4, 5, 6 years ago. Ran out of money or whatever reason, they just don't come out. And you feel that could have been some of your best work, but that's part of the industry.
That's
some
crazy.
big films you see, like big A-list films, they took 10 years to make. You know, they took 10 years to get everything in order because, you know, you got so many factors that you have to put into a project. You know, from the writing to the finance to the everything. You know, so I mean, sometimes they don't get made, and that is frustrating because, you know, you think you did this great job and you feel like I'm proud of this work. I can't wait for this to come out. It never comes out. And then one day your phone will start blowing up. Oh yeah, man, that shit on Tubi. Man, damn, I just saw you in that shit. Now you forgot. My daughter called me last night about a movie. I forgot I even did it.
Wow, really?
I forgot I even did. She watched all day and I said, I said, what is that? I didn't even know which one it was. I mean, but that's part of the business though, you know. But like I said, all these projects, Diamond, they're like my children. I love each one better than the other one. So, you know, I just blessed that people trust me with their project to do it. And, you know what I mean? I just have fun doing it. You don't believe how much fun I have doing these films, plays, whatever, commercials. I do a ton of commercials too. You
know. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tap in with you after this this podcast and everything. I got a collaborations with you or whatever the case may be. I straight got you on this live. That's straight crazy. Oh my god. I straight got Grover Kids on this fucking live. Client. Okay. Mr. William, what's your pros and cons?
I know you in New York. Where's everybody located here?
I'm located from St. Louis, Missouri, but I travel when it comes to acting, so I could be all over the goddamn world. You really don't know.
Mr.
We don't really got nothing going on in
that?
St. Louis for real.
Georgia.
We got direct this here, but everybody got their picks and chooses. So I go out of town and do me. St. Louis be St. Louis.
Yeah.
Okay, now Mr. William T, you said where are you located at?
Yeah.
I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, my man.
Okay. And Mr. William P, where are you located at? Oh, I'm sorry, say that again?
Yeah, okay, cool.
No. William T, since you got the mic in your hand, I'm sorry, what did you say?
You froze up. William Turner, you froze up, man. Where are you based?
Do y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you now. I just can't see your picture, but it's okay. We on live.
I said, where are you located at? I said, what was your pros and cons? Oh, well, wait, let's just find out where they're located at real quick.
Oh, Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay. And Atlanta, Mr. William Georgia. P. Mr. William P, where are you located at?
Yo, Orange Park, Florida. Orange Park, Florida.
Oh, okay. And just to let y'all know, I am from New York. I am from New York,
Where?
but currently I'm from the Bronx, New York, Parkchester, in the Bronx, home of Nice and Smooth and, Castle Hill, Soundview area, home of Andre Harrell, all that good stuff. But I am located now in McDonough, Georgia. So I'm letting y'all know. And I do travel for work too.
Okay.
So that's never ever a problem. Now, Diamond's question was, what are the pros and cons that you have had on set of one of the best projects you ever did? So Mr. William P, let's get Mr. William P real quick. What are the pros and cons of one of the best projects you ever done?
All right, so I'm gonna generally speak this. So the pros and cons of being on, especially the best film, is
Did the brother freeze?
Yeah, I think he froze. What is going on with this internet? Like, my stuff is acting crazy right now.
It's the weather. It's the weather. All platforms are doing this. So, for you guys who are tuned in, please bear with us. Please bear with us.
Can y'all hear me now?
We got you back. Go ahead, brother. You were saying?
Yes. So the pros of generally being on set in general, and especially the best films, it's definitely the collaborating with everybody. And I mean the cons, we know the list goes on, and it's out of our control. Which it could be budget or a lack of time or loss of footage, things of that nature, cause them to, which is the cause of having to reshoot everything.
Okay.
Oh no.
That's one of the big. And again, I'm just speaking in general.
Okay. Now, Mr. William T, what are the pros and cons that you have had on one of the best projects you worked on?
The pros is you get to be on set. You get to shoot your scenes. It's exciting. You're excited about being on set. You're working. You get good food mostly. Yeah. The cons is sometimes you lose the footage. Sometimes people be late, and we gotta stay longer and longer than expected. Then you gotta be there the next day, and it's probably the same old stuff. And sometimes it's a low budget, and you don't have everything you need to make the project even better. So those are some of the pros and cons I dealt with being on some of the sets. But overall, it's more pros than cons. So
Okay. Now, D, since you up here, girl, stop playing. No, I got you going in the background. I ain't letting you fade to the background. D, what are some of the pros and cons you have had on projects that you have done, the best projects you have done?
IMDb credits. I am very, 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 very particular when it comes to the credits now, because now I understand it. Because at first I didn't understand the shit. It's like, it don't matter, you a day player, you a lead, supporting, whatever the case may be. The credits of everyone that's on set need not be on the credits on the movie, but I don't get my initial credits on IMDb. And then sometimes you gotta input shit and you shouldn't have to. Because if I play it in the movie, I should be able to get my fucking credits. It's like I should have to go through that. It's like, no. But in my production company, after we get done shooting, everybody should be getting their credits in 48 hours. I shouldn't have to wait on no credits for anything. That they put you in a thing where you could be I guess it could let you say that it's in post-production, whatever the case may be. I feel like credits, IMDb credits, because first of all, I'm paying $19.99 a month for this this subscription alone.
Right.
And what is I'm paying for if I'm not seeing the work I have done? or let alone credited for. And then when I try to, showcase my work to a director or whatever, I don't got shit to show for because the director lack of communication and consistency of the situation.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be very particular when it comes to these credit situation. My actors don't have to worry about inputting themselves on no IMDb's or any of that sort. It's just directors have to do better. It's no shade. It's just you have to do better. We all in the film industry, and everybody deserve their props. I don't give a fuck if it's small, big, large. I was a day player. I was an extra. I don't give a damn. 100 some people on my movie. 100 of them people finna be credited on both ends. The main credits.
Do you do that yourself? Do they have a production assistant that does it?
Go ahead, Mr. G. Repeat the question again so everyone can hear what you said.
I've noticed with IMDb and credits and things like that, each project is different because some projects have a person that does that, like a publicist, or they might have a associate producer that does that.
It's just weird. Right.
Sometimes in the larger,
I feel like the credits should be very head on. I should not have to wait on my credits at all. Not no year, no 2 years. It should be done 48 hours after the film. But just everybody be throwing out trailers. Where's the credits?
Okay, well, I found in my experience that every project is different. Some of them you have to put on yourself because the larger ones sometimes they don't do it. Can you hear me?
No, wait.
Oh my
Mr.
God!
D.
When you say this,
D. Mr. D was saying something real quick. Go ahead, Mr. G. Hold on. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was just saying. I said each project seems to be different as far as the credits and things like that. They're not a uniform standard thing. But sometimes they have the publicists do it, or they have PR firms that do it, or they have like associate producers or production assistants do it. And then a lot of times with the bigger films, like the big A-list films, you have to just simply put it on there yourself because, you know what I mean, there's so many moving parts. So I wouldn't take it personal if they don't have it because sometimes, you just have to do it yourself.
Okay. Well, and that's kind of enlightenment for. I mean, thank you for teaching me that too, Mr. G, because guess what? I mean, I've never been involved. Well, guess what? I probably have been involved in a project where maybe my IMD has never came up, but I've never seen that actually happen. But for those of you guys who may be missing the IMDb credit, Mr. Grover says something very important. And for those who didn't hear that, I want to reiterate what he said. There are so many moving parts to make up a movie. There's so many different branches in a movie that sometimes, depending on whether it's a big budget film or an independent film, you may have to sit there and put the work in yourself to make sure that you are a part of this production, because it doesn't mean that you should take it personally. It doesn't mean somebody left you out intentionally. It's just sometimes there's so much going on that sometimes people will get overlooked. So if you need to do it yourself, go into IMDb yourself, find a project, and make sure that you put your own credits in.
Do that though. You must have a pro account. You have to have a paid account.
But I still feel like this. We as actors shouldn't have to do that.
Well,
you have a DP, you have the script supervisor, the location manager, the assistant, whatever the case may be. I feel like you should take your time because what are you rushing for?
But everyone's different. Most of them do that.
There's no rush.
Some of them don't.
This is what I'm doing. Editing. Today I'm doing this.
Wait, D, I don't think you can hear Mr. Grover, right?
I don't hear him at all. I just see a spinning black screen.
Yeah, I got a bad connection here, but I was just saying.
He said he has a bad connection.
Battles with these people. Sometimes not even work. Some just put it on there yourself.
Because I see Mr. William Pigford and I see William Turner. I don't see
damaging a relationship or something like that over something that's minor.
Okay, I'm going to have to play mediator for both of y'all then. So Mr. G was just talking. He said, I wouldn't take it personally. He says sometimes, just go in there and do it yourself because what happens is, there's so much going on to whereas you're an actor or actress, and guess what? You need IMDb Pro to put your credits into certain things because unless you have that, it just doesn't count for anything. So you may have to upgrade, but make sure that sometimes our actors or actresses, you may have to do a little bit of the grunt work to make sure that you are involved in the project. So don't take it personally.
Well, the thing
If you have to
is,
do it.
if the movie is up already on the credits and people already listed and people are missing, what's the excuse?
Well, he's like,
What are you
well, from
rushing for?
Well, if you want to fight that battle, then be my guest. Go ahead and fight that battle. Go ahead and fight that
he
battle.
said, let me let her know what you said, Mr. G.
Trust me, it's not.
Well, wait, let me let her know what you said, Mr. G. He said,
I
if
said
you
not
want to go,
that big a deal. I said if you want to fight that battle with a production company, then be my guest. But it's not that big a deal. You just have to get your pro account and go on there, put it on there yourself, and move on to your next project. Because it's not that big a deal.
okay, let me reiterate that for her, Mr. G. Diamond, he said, it's not that big of a deal, but if you want to fight that battle with a production company, be my guest. Go right ahead. He said, but
It's not about fighting with the people. It's just the proper of organization. Today you're doing this. Today you're doing that, and this is what you're focusing on that particular hour or that particular 30 minutes or whatever the case may be. I just feel like if you were so quick to add the other people that was in the Tubi credits versus the other people that was in the credits, you should be taking your time, making sure everyone that had a speaking role or whatever the case may be should be in those credits.
Everybody doesn't do that. Yeah, I mean when I do,
I ain't fighting with the company. I'm just you have to take accountability of your shit. At the end of the day, you want people working for you, but you're not doing your part.
Well, what he said was this. He said,
but not.
Well, wait. He said that what happens is he said not everybody always does that. He says sometimes, basically, what he's saying overall, instead of giving yourself extra loads to carry, sometimes you can cut past the nonsense and just do it yourself. To whereas he's understanding where you're coming from, but he's saying, why put the extra load on your back going against a company when you could just straight past them and do it yourself?
Right? It's just, my opinion. If you the director and you hired
like
me
I
for this
said,
thing, I got paid for it. And why the fuck is I'm not on these credits, but everybody else is? That's the problem. Because what the fuck you pay me for?
Right. Well, listen,
I'm sorry. I'm cutthroat in this industry. It's just certain shit I see and have been done to me, and I'm just speaking on experience. You know what I'm saying? This just not coming out of the woodwork. I'm just speaking on experience. Because I shouldn't have to put shit up on no IMDb.
That one my daughter saw last night.
Particular individual that's in charge of that should put everybody on the IMDb. Not half-ass, and then I gotta go in there and do all this extra shit that I don't know what the fuck I'm doing and fucking up shit. And now I'm getting cussed out or getting an email. Yeah, we see you did it. I shouldn't have to do that. Do your job.
Well,
that's what I
Mr. G said that there's been a project, and Mr. G, if I'm wrong, you can always stop me. Mr. G said there's been a project that, maybe his kids have maybe seen him in and things like that, things that he may have done that hasn't been up there. And he said, try to relieve the stress from yourself from going against, the filmmakers. So whereas it's more easier if you see something, catch the mistake, and there's so much going on that 90% of the times, they'll make the correction. It may not be right then and now, but they'll make the correction along the way. But if it, it affects you that much, then, sometimes just say, you know what? I have access to it myself. Find your project and just go on there and do it.
It's just, if you invested really in this acting shit, it's just everything is a factor in this situation. The timing, like my first production for the go to retirement, I'm not bullshitting. Like I'm on a belt ass. I don't want nobody to think I'm being a bitch on set. When it's on my dime, is you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything's accounted for. Being on time. Being on time to table reads. No call, no shows. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to eat, but not do their job. Like, I just seen so much bullshit on different production sets. It got to stop.
Yeah. Well, you,
And me,
I mean, when you running your own
not
project,
to repeat the
you
generational
lay down
cycle.
the
I have to, like I said, take your time. Don't rush. Do what you got to do. When it comes to the credits, credit everyone. If you got to look through that list 50,000 times, everybody have their projected additional things for the projects, because at the end of the day, I understand some stuff may happen, but at the end of the day, people need to start taking accountability for shit, because people don't want to speak because it's their project. And then the people get mad about, oh, why should you address about this? You wasn't this and the third. It don't matter.
Well, Mr. G said
These
when you're running,
house of people, whatever's in your contracts, you need to fulfill that shit in your contracts.
well, Mr. G said this. He said, when you're run, and Mr. G, I'm going to let you repeat it so I can reiterate it with her because she doesn't get a chance to hear
you. Run your project
I just see a spinning wheel on his name. I don't even hear nothing he's saying right now.
Well, he's talking right now. Hold on. I'm trying to hear what he's saying real quick, D. Go ahead, Mr. G. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's right. You put it down like you want it. Your project, you run it like you want it.
Okay, so he said, when it's your project, what you do is you run it like you want it. He said, I think what Mr. G is basically saying, when you put yourself in that position, you'll see what comes with it. So when it's your project, you can run it how you want it because guess what? You know, it's an industry. Things do happen.
I don't run it the right way. That's what I feel like it got common sense. You know, but you know.
This shit over
okay.
the phone.
All right, so listen, we are an hour and 21 minutes into the show. We're going to end this show in about 9 minutes. So we're going to keep this going on because I don't want to hold up our guests for too long because they were so nice to come on our platform and do what they do. And by the way, you guys, I want to thank you guys for being on the show tonight because you guys are very interesting, very informative, and I love your vibes, by the way. So
I'm sorry, y'all stayed yawning. It's been a long day. I'm trying to stay up.
yeah. No, listen, yo, D. You know I got you, D. So don't worry about that. I got you, D. Now for my guests here on the platform for both Williams and Mr. G. Quick question. How many lead roles in your career have you done? If you've done any lead roles, let's try with Mr. William P. Have you ever done a lead role, and how many have you done? Or are you still waiting?
I've done about 5 lead roles.
How many lead roles in your career? Say that again?
About 5 lead roles.
5 lead roles.
Yes.
And
Sir.
how was that?
Oh, it's fun. I love it.
You love it. So you love playing lead?
Oh, yes, definitely. Yes.
Okay. Mr. G, yes. My man, Detroit Piston #1. How many lead roles have you done in your lifetime in your career? And
probably around 12, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta step it up.
Okay, and he said, Mr. Williams,
how many lead roles he done?
I said, I really don't count. See, I'm old, y'all.
Well, I gave myself my own lead goddamn role.
Hold on, D. Mr. G, so hold on, D.
So y'all just getting started. So y'all doing fine. You're doing great. Trust me.
He said that he said because he's an older guy, so he's been in the industry more time than we have, and he said that we just getting started, so you know we're coming good out the gate.
Great, y'all trust
me. He said we're doing great. He said, but he's been in 12 league roles, okay. And you know he said, you know, listen, being that you're just starting off, don't count yourself out because there's many more out there, and guess what? At times you will see and you'll be able to rack it up as well. Am I right, Mr.
I don't understand. See, let me say this: when I was coming up, it was only like 3 or 4 television channels. You know how many there are now?
Right.
10,000. Okay, and they all need content, so we will always be busy. Trust me.
Right.
You're gonna be doing.
So what Mr. G said when he was growing up, that there was only a couple of channels. And he said, you know, nowadays, you know, everybody needs content and things like that. And now it's more of a big open range for things. So you get more opportunities now. But back then, it was more kind of confined to just certain networks.
Right. You had to be in LA or New York. That was it. Maybe
right.
Chicago.
And the major places were LA and New York.
You know, in Detroit, we probably putting out 10 movies every week in Detroit.
And he said in Detroit right now, being that Detroit is kind of leading in the movie industry, they put about maybe 10 to 12 movies every week out. And back in the days, it just used to be either you was in New York or LA, and this is where the prominent television corporations was at, where you were getting most of your productions coming from. Mr. William P., how many lead roles have you
Yo.
been in? How many lead roles have you been in?
All right, so I've hold on. I've done about maybe 2 lead roles. If you count the reenactment scene of The Pursuit of Happiness, I played Chris Gardner.
Okay.
And the movie Together, I played Mr. Ingram. I guess you can count that as a lead role as well.
Okay. Okay. But D, since you up here, and I know you can't really hit Mr. G when he comes in and out because I don't know what's going on with the platform, but like I said, we've been having issues on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and all these other things. So I guess, StreamYard is no different. But Ms. D, how many lead roles have you had in your career?
One.
You've had one. Well, I mean, listen, can I just say this much? Let me tell you something. Well, wait, D, you laughing because you said you only had one. But let me just help you out real quick. I've been into this movie game for maybe for a few years right now. I've been a supporting, I've been a co, but I've never had a
I've
lead.
been supporting extra, and
I've never had a lead, but guess what? Can I be honest with you guys? Everything happens in God's time. If it's not my time, it's in God's time. So when God is ready to give me that lead role that he wants for me, guess what? I don't need 100 lead roles, but guess what? That one lead role will be enough to catapult my career and take it to the sky. So
baby,
I'm patiently waiting.
When I say go to retirement, I'm going in. When I say Renee Weston, go be a bitch.
Okay. Well, listen, our time is still burning down, people, so I got to watch the clock, and I got to make sure we are done by 1 hour and 30 minutes. So we have about, I want to say 3.5 minutes left. So before we get up out of here, I want to thank everybody who has tuned in to our show tonight. Now, before I go, because I want to hit y'all with our new theme song once again called Fuego, real quick, let's go around so that I can get y'all to remember who these wonderful people on the show was tonight. So I want to start, and Mr. G, I want to leave you for last, brother, because you know what? I fucks with you, bro. I'm going to let you know I fucks with you, bro. Y'all Detroit Pistons. We're going to talk about that later, brother, when I follow you. But before we go any further, and I'm sorry, we're going to have to come to the end of the show. This has been a very interesting actors industry talk put on by Ms. Diamond the Realist. Don't forget to tune in every Sunday as it goes down on the show.
Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday.
Every Saturday and Sunday of the month of this month.
Okay, so every Saturday and Sunday we will be doing actors industry talk. Every Saturday and Sunday we have put Tainted Laundry on Saturday nights on hold. So I know you guys were getting into Tainted Laundry, but we'll be back at the end of the month with that. But before we go any further, let's go around this platform and let's get these guys information where you can find them at and who they are again. So I want to start with Mr. William P.
Yeah, so like I said, you can find me on Facebook at William Pigford and Instagram at Diesel5 Community, and also on Threads. It's the same username, Diesel5 Community, as well.
Okay, and also, what movies can they find you in?
You said where else?
What movies can they find you in?
All right, so definitely the movie Traitors, directed by Bryce Howard. That's one of them. The Troll Hunter by Brian Parker. Both of those are on a Tubi, I believe.
Okay. Mr. William T, my boy. I see your profile everywhere, bro. Let them know. I hope I ain't lose you, bro. I hope you're still there. Mr. William T, let them know where they can find you at and what movies you are in.
All right. Facebook, William Turner. Instagram, King_Showtime_James. And you can find me on Amazon Prime and Tubi, Movie Incredulous, and Folsom TV, Right Man, Wrong Plan, And stay tuned because I got plenty more projects coming out. Plenty more.
Okay. Now, Miss Chanel, I see you in the comments. I ain't gonna let you get up out of here before I say something to you because I know who you are.
Chanel.
I know who you are. So hold up before I get to you, Miss Chanel. Now, to our big boss in the house, Mr. G, coming straight out of Detroit.
Just
Detroit,
Google
bitch.
Grover
What up,
McCants.
though?
All my shit will come up. And I'm going to say this for Diamond. I'm saying, all you producers out there, make sure you put the people in the IMDb. Put the
That's
people
right.
in the IMDb.
That's right. And he said that he gonna say this for you, Miss
Give
Diamond.
me credit like Diamond said.
That's right. He said he gonna say this for you, Miss Diamond. To all the producers, make sure y'all put them people in the credits.
Grover McCants one on IG or just Google, brother, and all my shit will come up.
Oh, you talking about me? Want me to speak?
I'm saying
Go ahead.
like all the producers
Lord.
watching to put your
Hold on, D.
IMDb, put the people.
I've been in 8 films, so like, no, have I been in 12? Yeah, because
Okay, Mr. Grover. Hold on, D.
I really appreciate being here. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate you. You don't know.
Nah, Mr. Grover, we appreciate you for coming in and giving your time. Both wills, we do appreciate y'all guys for coming and giving your time. And Diamond, what Mr. G said was he's gonna say this just for you. All the producers out there, stop putting y'all niggas up in these freaking films because guess what? They put in that work. Put them credits up there.
Put the credits on there.
Put the credits up there. That's why he's saying.
That's
And he's saying
we
that.
wanted the industry. You know, I just feel like if you're gonna be in the industry and want to have a professional production, I just feel like everything should be dot T's with dotted lines. You know what I'm saying? You got
Mr. G say he agrees with you.
That's right. You telling them right.
All these things. And everybody should take their time. What are you rushing for? If you are in charge of the credits and in charge of making sure names are spelt right on the credits and everything, because I heard a lot of things like when the Detroit had the situation where a young lady and young man, name was messed up in the credits. That hurts people's feelings.
Yeah,
and you done so
much. You gotta be professional. You gotta be professional.
He said you got to be professional. He said they got to be more professional. Right. Now, hold on. Before we get up out of here, I want to go to our comments real quick. Miss Chanel Amor, she said, no role is too small. Lead roles will come. And for those of you who listen to what I'm about to tell you, she hit it right on the head.
Yeah.
As time goes on and you in this industry, you don't know what God may give you. God may give you the smallest role, which will turn into the biggest role of your career. So you have to say, no role is too small. Don't think because you didn't get a lead that your that your role is not important, because every role is important in the movie. Every role makes the movie up. From the key grips to the cameraman, to the lighting man, to the person who does the clipboard, down to the person who holds a microphone, to even the smallest roles. All these roles are important to make up a movie, because guess what? It doesn't take one person to make a movie successful. It takes a whole family to make a movie successful.
I'm appreciative of all my roles I've been in. It's just, I feel like time wind down. And I did what I did. Took the initial executive decision to produce my own and who yet. And I'm going to test myself on these different projects I have. I have a lot of intense projects that's about to come up in this next year. Like we got domestic.
I travel. I go all over the country.
Mr. Grover said he travel. He go all over the place. Holla at him.
I got plenty of family.
I got his number. We gonna talk some more.
Mr. Grover, I'm gonna follow you, Mr. Grover. And William P. I'm following you
on this podcast. That's what's crazy. Like that, I've been following that man for a long time.
Mr. G. I like Mr. G. Mr. G got an ill swag. Go ahead, brother. Listen. I ain't mad at you.
Oh my God, he is a fucking good ass actor.
Definitely.
Take care.
All right, Mr. G. Mr. G had to go. So listen, we can close this out. Yo, Miss D, tell them where they can find you at. in what you
Make sure
do.
y'all tune in to Tainted Laundry Live Uncut every Saturday or Sunday of the month of February. We will be doing we will be doing acting industry talk for the whole month. We're bringing a lot of highlights, actors and actresses that have different projects coming up, actors and actresses that's beginning to be directors and stuff of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Let's elevate this industry. Let's put the industry in a good mind frame, because you know it's a lot been going on in this industry that needs to be addressed but can't be addressed, if that makes sense. We still got to keep punctuality and professionalism at the high, but at the end of the day, you start your own production company, you know, do your research, you know, when you're doing these scripts, ask for help. Help is, you know, when you ask for things, stuff may come. You don't ask for shit, you just gonna be looking crazy. But always, you know, study your lines, embody the character, you know, build emotion, practice. Don't just be rushing shit, because what did you rushing for?
Okay.
But that's all I
Okay.
gotta say.
Well,
Tune in to Tainted Laundry this coming Sunday. I mean Saturday. We got some people coming in. We tapped in.
okay, okay. Well, y'all people, listen, first off, thank you for my little sis for letting me host tonight's show. First off, I want to thank my wonderful guests who have tuned in. And if you don't know who the hell I am, I'm Mr. Nobody. That's right, nobody important, but they call me Picasso, aka Mr. Dennis Picasso Cruz. And if y'all don't know when the mask come out, y'all know what's about to happen. So if you want to find me, you can find me on Facebook at DennisPicassoCruz.com. You can also find me at Instagram at _Comedy Records, and on TikTok as the same. And by the way, for our actors industry, we have a new theme song. So everybody on our panel tonight was fire, and in Spanish it's called Fuego. So I'm gonna hit you with this real quick. Y'all, good night from actors industry, cause we live.
Bye, y'all.